Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Whew, what a glorious day it is. 28 feels like 22, but the high will be 58, and then it's gonna start warming back up. Isn't that wonderful? I can hardly keep up. Y'all like my new lip stuff? My lipstick. It's by Tarte, T-A-R-T-E, Tarte, and it's Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump something. Anyway, the color's honeysuckle. But when you look at the color, when you pick up the tube and look at the color, it's like dark brown. And I was like, how's that gonna work out? But it's nice. It just gives it a little brown tint. And that reminds me of my friend Mitzi, who used to say, I can't wear brown lipstick because it makes me look like I've been kissing poop. This isn't that brown. This is just a warm brown gloss. Why are we talking about my gloss? I don't know. I just wanted to tell y'all because sometimes I get questions about makeup and gloss and stuff like that. So now that we have that out of the way. Someone in the comments the other day mentioned that her dog, she has a little dog, and a hawk tried to get it. Well, that led me to Amazon because I knew they had protective clothing, and what I found I thought was so funny but so cute. The one for the hawk is kind of like just a shirt for a dog. But the back, the part that goes across the back is, I guess, some sort of thicker material that the hawk can't get its claws into. My mom's dog, Phoebe, went out one day and she came back in and she had the tiniest little cut on her forehead. And, you know, Mom doctored it up and didn't know what happened. Well, the next time she went out with her, and Phoebe kept looking up like this the whole time she was outside. So my mother thinks that a hawk tried to get her. But Phoebe was a chunky monkey, kind of like Penny. I mean, not that Penny's that chunky, but 20 pounds is a lot for a hawk to pick up. Now, an eagle could easily pick her up. That doesn't mean that a hawk won't scoop down and try, though. They could tear them up trying. However, the next thing we're going to talk about is the vest that they have to ward off coyote attacks. Darlena, you need to get Harvey Carson a coyote vest. They're so funny. I sent one to my friend Danny. He has a Frenchie named Hopper, and he showed a picture on Facebook the other day of this Harley that he was spinning the tire on. He wasn't riding, he was spinning the tire on it. And I said, you need to go get a Harley and you need to get Hopper one of these jackets, not because of a coyote attack, but because it's bad to the bone, right? Like a Harley jacket, you know, and a little skull helmet and some goggles, and take him for a ride. He said Hopper prefers jet skis because Danny competitively races jet skis. Yes, he's insane. We love him anyway. Anyway, the jacket is like, you can get a few different colors, but it's black. It kind of looks like leatherish material, but it has spikes sticking up. So my first thought was, oh, what? Like Charlie always rolled around in the grass. I was like, what if they roll? And then I was like, well, duh, Tracy. If he rolls, the spikes would be on the outside, not the inside. But I just thought it was the funniest thing to buy your dog a little spiked vest for coyote attacks and fox attacks or whatever, but for the bad to the bone element, yes, he would be looking bad bad to the bone. I thought it was cute. Oh, y'all, I laughed so hard this morning. I shared that video of me and Trina 4 years ago. It hung up at the end. I couldn't get it to go past a certain point, so I don't know what that's about. I can't fix it, obviously, because it's 4 years ago. But I got so tickled. I had forgotten about it. So I'm glad I check my memories every morning, because that was hilarious to me. Let's see. Seems like there was something else. Oh yeah, the girls. So the girls, I went out to walk Penny last night, and of course I'm dressed like this, and they come running out. Phoenix had on pajamas and a pair of socks, and Naomi did have on a toboggan, knit cap, whatever you want to call them, and shoes, but she wasn't dressed any warmer. Well, as soon as I start walking down the driveway, they both take off running in the house, I'm assuming to get a treat, and then they come running back out. Please stand by. Okay, so I skipped a whole entire part because I thought I said it when I was out walking, and then I got in the car and continued talking, but I hadn't said this part. So they come running back out of the house, and following along behind them was this little boy. He looked to be about 2 years old, in the 2-year range. And I'm like, hey, you got somebody with you. Well, Naomi turns around and looks as he's starting to come down the steps. Now, I am of the age that makes me nervous, okay? Maybe when I was young, I could have handled somebody running, a 2-year-old running down brick stairs. But now I just hold my breath because all I can see is a busted open head, you know? Anyway, he's fine. He runs down those steps. He tumbles. He falls. He gets right back up, and he starts laughing. He's fine. And I was like, huh, I just knew he was going to fall. I did. I just knew it. But anyway, Naomi walks back to him and says, are you all right? And he gets up, and he's laughing. And now we'll continue where I started in the car, because I left all that out. So unlike me. Now then. All right, so he comes running out, down the stairs, falls, gets back up, he's laughing. He's got on this one-piece jumper thing that has a hoodie attached to it. So he has his hoodie up on his head, but every time he'd turn his little head around, the wind was so strong, it was like 30-mile-an-hour wind gust. Every time he turned his little head, his hoodie would fly off his head, and then his hair is... You know that new cut they're doing where it's real close all the way around, but the top of the scalp has longer hair? Well, that's his haircut. So when his hood would fly off, that hair would stand straight up and look just like a mohawk. I was like, what is it about the mohawks and the mullets? I mean, it's like once you talk about them, it kind of manifests into your life that way. I would tell Naomi, because she was looking at me. Well, actually, she was looking at Penny. Good night. And I would tell Naomi he's lost his hoodie. And she'd run over there and pull his hoodie back up on top of his head. And then she'd come back over. She was trying to give Penny a treat. And I was like, Penny's not going to eat a treat because she needs to go potty. And Penny will not eat a bite of nothing if she has to go potty. And she goes, well, here, just put it in your pocket and you can give it to her later. But make sure you tell her it's from us. And she goes, these are the good ones. These are the barbecue flavor. She said, next time I'm going to get the chicken flavor. I was like, okay. The little boy would turn his head again. I think he was doing it on purpose because he thought it was so funny. I mean, a 2-year-old, yeah. So he turns his head again. The wind hits, blows his hoodie off. Hair stands up again. I'm laughing at him. Phoenix is over here dancing and singing a song and jumping around doing all this clapping that she was wanting me to listen to. But I couldn't listen to her because I was laughing too hard at the little boy. I mean, I was trying to listen. And I would look at her and I would clap and then I'd go back to looking at the little boy. I was like, what a sight we must look like out here. Well, he lost his hoodie about 3 times. And I said, I think he needs a toboggan. So she pulls hers off which hers is one of those extra long ones that kind of slouch in the back, but she had her hair pulled up on top of her head, so, you know, it was like a cone head. Well, she takes it off and runs over there and puts it on him, and of course it slid way down. It was the cutest thing. Oh, it was the cutest thing. So then he starts laughing about the toboggan being on his head. Then he pulled his sock off. And I said, well, now he's lost a sock. And she said, little boy. It was so funny the way she said, little boy, why are you pulling all your clothes off? You ain't supposed to be out here anyway. I was like, okay, well, if he ain't supposed to be out here, perhaps take him back inside. You know what I'm saying? Mama wasn't home, and the older siblings were babysitting. But the girls were out there throwing the basketball when I first came out to walk. And I was just like, you know, to be young again. And they're out here running around with hardly any clothes on. And here I am bundled up like I'm in the frozen tundra. I mean, you do get warm when you're playing basketball, so I can see that. It's probably best not to have that many clothes on when you're playing, because then you're going to start sweating and you're going to get even colder. But I was not. I was not playing basketball or sweating. I was freezing. I was freezing. Anyway, I don't know if I've already said this, but I'm late to work. But that's okay, because I'm by myself today. So nobody's going to really know. Which is fine, because you know what? Yesterday, Hazel called me at 4:15, and she said she's 89 and still works. And sharp as a tack, I might add. And she said, are you still working? And I said, I get off at 3. And she said, oh no. Oh, Tracy, I think I'm just going to quit. That's her thing. She always threatens to quit. And I was like, no, you're not going to quit. Oh, I'm going to quit this time. I promise I'm going to quit this time. I just can't do this anymore. I mean, she's saying it like she's crying, but she's laughing, you know. She said, Lisa's off, and I need for y'all to do your magic on this document. And I need this amount changed, and I need it signed again and sent back to me. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to quit. And I was like, okay, I will go do it, okay? Oh, no, I don't want to impose on you when you're already off. And I was like, Hazel, send me the document. It's not going to take that long. Tell me the amount. So she had sent this lien waiver, but she sent the final, and it was supposed to be the interim or something anyway, but the wrong amount was on it. So I went in there and corrected it because it's typed in, and she doesn't want to white out and then write over it. So I use Adobe to put the little text box around it and just change the amount on it and put our boss's signature on it. It's a digital signature. But she can't learn all that because, in her words, I'm too old to learn something new. I was like, you know what? I get it. I do. Because she's so smart and she's so with it. But I can see being 89 years old and being like, you know what? No, I'm at work. I'll be back. Now then, I'm home from work, changed clothes, got my girl here next to me. I don't know what Gracie's doing. She's just kind of wandering around like a wild lion in the jungle or something. I don't know. She kind of sashays through the living room. She goes to the back door, and then she comes back and she goes to this door, and I honestly have no clue what she's doing. I just try to stay out of her way. Don't we, Penelope? Try to stay out of Gracie's way when she's doing that? Yeah. Yeah. Because we fear for our lives. Not really. I'm just kidding. Anyway, it was a great and wonderful day at the workplace. And now I am home. And I I watched that. I let the video play again while I was at work of me and Trina, and I got tickled all over again. But I got to tell y'all something. I met Trina probably, I don't know, 1990-ish. I think is when she came to work at the sheriff's office. And we didn't work together until 2010-ish. I mean, but we were always friendly. We just weren't friends like that. But they put us together, and we went to Savannah together for a TAC conference, and that begun a beautiful relationship between us. And every time we work together, we go to dinner together, we just sit here together, there is so much laughter between us. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how much we laugh when we're together. And most of the time it don't even make sense what we're laughing about. We're just laughing. Yeah. I told her we're going to have to be in the same nursing home and just absolutely drive people crazy. Just laughing at everything and everybody. Yeah, we'll be causing a ruckus in the nursing home. Trina and I worked together when I returned part-time. And girl, there were days that we could not breathe. We were laughing so hard. We were working though. Yeah, we got our work done. See, in my opinion, you can work and have fun at the same time. Because it never slowed me down to have fun. Matter of fact, it makes me work harder because I feel good. If I just sit there quiet all day, I'm going to get sleepy. So there. Gracie's running up and down the halls. I'm telling you. What are you doing? She's insane. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon because these people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which will probably be tomorrow, good Lord willing, because I do post every day. Okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.